everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Now we are going to start a series of sessions of different subjects of general studies from insightsias. Those are static questions. First we will complete November 2022 static questions. First we will complete polity and later on we will go for another subjects. So coming to the first question of the polity. For filing public interest litigation, the Supreme Court invokes which of the following jurisdiction? Whether it is option A appellate, option B advisory, option C writ, option D original. So the answer is writ. The Supreme Court invokes writ jurisdiction for public interest litigation, for filing public interest litigation. Okay. In India, the PIL is a product of judicial activism. That is a judicial activism role of the Supreme Court. It was introduced in the early 1980s. Okay. A public interest litigation can be filed before the Supreme Court under Article 32. It is most important. Under Article 32, the public interest litigation can be filed before the Supreme Court. Whereas under High Court, it can be filed under Article 226. Okay. And what we have to remember here is the writ jurisdiction of the High Court is greater than that of the Supreme Court. Okay. High Court has more writ jurisdiction than that of the Supreme Court. Okay. Coming to the next question. Consider the following statements regarding President's rule that is imposed under Article 356. From the question itself, we can get the article of the President's rule. President's rule is under Article 356. So here there are two statements related to that President's rule. So the first statement is, it cannot be imposed without the written recommendation of the governor of the concerned state. So it is a wrong statement. It can be imposed. It can be imposed without the recommendation of the governor of the concerned state. Okay. So that is a wrong statement. Coming to the second statement, every proclamation of President's rule must be approved by both the houses of the parliament within a stipulated time. Yes. Within a stipulated time, President's rule must be approved by both the houses of the parliament. Yes, it is a correct statement. So the answer is B, 2 only. Okay. And here the proclamation imposing President's rule must be approved by both the houses of the parliament within 2 months from the date of its issue, date of President's issuing of the President's rule. Okay. So coming to the third question. Consider the following statements. The office of governor of a state is considered as an employment under the central government. Whether is a governor of a state is an employment under the central government? No, it is not. So it is a wrong statement. The governor is indirectly elected by a specially constituted electoral college, same like president. Is it correct? Whether the governor is indirectly elected by a specially constituted electoral college? Governor has electoral college? No. It is a wrong statement. So both the statements here are wrong. So the answer is neither 1 nor 2. Okay. Option D is the correct answer. So the governor is neither directly elected by the people nor indirectly elected by a specially constituted electoral college, as is the case with the president. He is appointed by the president by warrant under his hand and seal. The president will appoint the governor, but not by any electoral college. Okay. As held by the Supreme Court in 1979, the office of the governor of a state is not an employment under the central government. It is an independent constitutional office. Okay. Consider the following statements regarding the president's address in the parliament. So we'll have 3 statements regarding president's address in the parliament. The first statement is, in India, the practice of the president addressing parliament can be traced back to the Government of India Act of 1919. Yes. The first what so just wait a minute. Okay. The president started addressing the parliament from the Government of India Act of 1919. There it started. Okay. The first statement is correct. The second statement, president's address is the only occasion in the year when the entire parliament come together. Yes. Both the Lok Sabha will come, Lok Sabha members will come, Rajya Sabha members will come. So the president's address is the only occasion in the year when the parliament comes together. Okay, right. It is a correct statement. In the past, there are instances where the president's speech is delivered by the vice president. discharging the functions of the president. Yes, there are so many cases when the president is absent, vice president will take his duty and he'll address the parliament. Okay, so here all the statements are correct. Okay, coming to the fifth question, consider the following statements regarding public account of India. Public account of India accounts for flows for those transactions where the union government acts as a banker. Yes, here the union government acts as a banker for public account of India. The transactions regarding the public account of India is carried out by the union government. Okay. Second statement, it includes state provident funds and small saving deposits. Yes, it is a correct statement. Public account of India includes state provident funds and small saving deposits. Coming to the third statement, expenditures from public account of India require the approval of the parliament. No, parliament approval is not needed for the transactions or expenditures from public account of India. So third statement is wrong. So the answer is B. 1 and 2 are correct. Okay, solution is B. Public account of India accounts for flows for those transactions where the government is merely acting as a banker. This fund was constituted under Article 266 Clause 2 of the Constitution. Remember the article? These articles are very, very important. Examples of those are provident funds, small savings and so on. These are all public account of India type of savings. These funds do not belong to the government. They have to be paid back at some time to their rightful owners. Because of this nature of the fund, expenditures from it are not required to be approved by the parliament. So these are the 5 questions today we are covering. Tomorrow we will cover next 5 questions. Okay, thank you so much.